I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me.
Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Not much there, only a yard. Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off-play action. Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 75 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here on target to Hurst.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second down at 4. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Slant pass to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Watson looks to throw again. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Philip Lindsey, 27 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Philip Lindsey touchdown run. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. KC's offense ready to take over. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. The one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming down and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Mahomes now on first down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing...
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Watson off play action. This is caught. It's Cooks. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the red zone now, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This is caught. Touchdown. Nico Collins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. An anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And that will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now Mahomes. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at about the 28. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson.
Cooks on the quick slant.
And some room to work. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A huge play there for Houston.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off Week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead,
and he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Phillip Lindsay. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
They fake the give, now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. They're going to look to throw. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it down to the 32. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department. And
it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And now out comes Houston. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. Well, that that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan there to make the grab. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now it's Mahomes again. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. T. Higgins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. This will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So Houston going to come away here with the